Hi Gary, how you doing?
How can I help you?
What's that?
How can I help you?
I was wondering what you're doing here, if everything's alright.
Well, I noticed you had your emergency lights on. I'm wondering what the emergency is.
Well, because every time I need to check on somebody, see if they're alright, I want to make sure we all stay safe, so I have to alert the general public of that.
What is your name and badge number?
It's Hollingsworth, number 7471. I'd also like to talk to you about that deferral of conduct citation that I had mailed to you a few months ago.
Do you have a business card?
I certainly do.
May I have it?
Can you roll down your window a little more?
I'm fine. I can hear you just fine, officer.
Okay. Well, what do you need my business card for then?
If we are going to engage in a verbal contract...
I cannot hear you with your visor here.
I'm sorry if you can't hear me. I can hear you just fine.
You're going to have to talk louder then. I cannot hear you at all.
I'm sure you can because you're responding to everything I say.
When there's no traffic, I can hear you, but when there's traffic here, I'm having a hard time. What is your question?
I would like 3 forms of ID from you, officer. And a business card would be appropriate.
Well, I'm still wondering why you were sitting in somebody's driveway a few months ago.
It's really none of your concern.
Well, yeah, it is because you were trespassing. That's why I issued those citations.
It's really none of your concern, officer.
Well, Gary, I also went to your residence to try to find out your side of the story, and you refused to answer the door.
Again, officer, if we are going to engage in a verbal contract, I'm going to insist that you provide a business card.
I can't hear you right now with the traffic. You're going to have to repeat that when the traffic dies down.
I'm sure you can hear me just fine.
Okay, tell me what you just said. I didn't hear you when the traffic was going by.
Again, I'm going to request a business card from you.
Are you going to answer my questions then or no?
It depends. I don't answer questions without my attorney present.
Okay, well, all I'm asking you is why you were sitting in somebody's driveway and recording their movements.
Again, officer, I don't answer questions without my attorney present.
Okay, well, why are you sitting here then?
Again, I don't answer questions without my attorney present. I'm going to ask you for a business card, officer.
Well, I'll give you a business card, but you're going to either have to move along or answer some questions. We can't have you sitting on the side of the highway here.
Am I breaking the law, officer?
You're not breaking the law, but we need to have you move along. There's no reason for you to be sitting here on the side of the road.
If I'm not breaking the law, what is your jurisdiction?
You're going to become a traffic hazard if you remain here.
Is that your
sitting on the side of the road.
Is that your opinion, officer?
No, that's our policy.
That is your policy or the corporation's policy?
That is actually the Sheriff's Department policy.
It is.
Yeah.
Can you cite what that policy is?
No, I do not have to, nor will I. Are you going to remain here and video record everybody, or are you going to move along?
I don't believe that concerns you, officer.
Yeah, it does. It does concern me.
Am I breaking the law, officer?
It's not about breaking the law, Gary.
Yes, it is.
No, it is not.
I'm not here to argue with you, officer.
Well, that's precisely what you're doing.
No, I'm not.
I asked you a simple question. Are you going to move along, or are you going to continue sitting here?
My intentions are not your concern.
I didn't hear the answer to that question. People are driving by here.
I do not discuss my intentions with a stranger.
Gary, I've met you 3 separate times now. I wouldn't exactly call me a stranger.
I don't recall that. Just because you've somehow run across my path does not make us acquaintances.
Well, I ran into you at the Ottawa Town Park. I've run into you at the Sunset Animal Clinic. And I've also tried to make contact with you after you tried to record somebody at their residence. Are you recalling any of those incidents now?
I don't answer questions without my attorney present.
What's that?
I don't answer questions without my attorney present.
Okay.
Again, may I have your business card, please?
Did you feel a need that you had to record me while I was making a traffic stop?
I do not discuss my intentions with a stranger.
have to move along then.
Will you please give me your business card?
What?
Will you please give me your business card?
There you go. You have to reach out. I'm not reaching in, you're going to have to reach out. It means you're going to have to roll down your window.